Hello everyone, I'm Jackie. This week, we have a Canadian heist movie, Foolproof. Kevin, Sam, and Rob were three art thieves. At that time, they were planning to steal at a highly secure diamond supplier. Kevin disguised himself as a courier to visit the diamond company. Sam worked out the plan according to the information. Rob cracked the security alarm according to the photos taken secretly. To protect everything, they also set up the same scene model as the diamond company, to simulate theft. From breaking through barriers to enter the target floor and avoid the guards to quickly unlock the stolen diamond. They must be accurate to seconds. The whole plan was seamless. When they were ready to make a big show, Sam's house was robbed and her plan of action was stolen. They speculated that ordinary thieves didn't know circuit and chemical technology. They should not dare to use that plan. However, in order to prevent being preempted, they also anonymously informed the diamond company of security loopholes. But the diamond company thought it was just a hoax call. Soon, the diamond company was stolen. The police got an anonymous report and asked Kevin. Kevin was surprised and said he didn't know anything. After that, each of the three received a diamond and an invitation email. The other side was a famous robber. He was very cunning and cautious. The reason why he was famous at that time was because he had cheated someone else's theft plan for his own use. He had never been caught for years. They had no choice but to go to the appointment. The robber came and admitted that he had used their plan. And the robber knew the details of each of them. The most important thing was, there were 3 fingerprints on the plan. If he gave the evidence to the police, they would have to go to jail. The robber threatened them and asked them to work for him, develop and implement a perfect thief plan, and return the plan to them when it was done. 3 of them went home together. The hero didn't suffer from the immediate loss. They agreed to work with the robber, Leo. Leo's target was 20 million worth of bonds. He also asked them to do nothing. Security companies should not be allowed to discover that bonds had been stolen. Otherwise, the Interpol intervention would monitor the market. The bond cannot be cashed. Sam installed a camera on her handbag, pretended that she was a customer and entered the company, secretly took photos of the security equipment around the vault. After that, they rented a room opposite to the company, to watch the staff in the office carefully. Soon, Sam discovered, a manager often went in and out at night. And he was single at the moment. He was always lazy in the middle of night and did some private things. They decided to take advantage of the manager as a breakthrough. The next day, Sam deliberately collided with him in the street. The manager knew nothing, and happy to help Sam pick up the things on the ground. Wait for him to turn over, Sam handed her purse to her companion in the car next to her. Rob was a hacker, so it was easy for him to copy access card information. Finally, Sam pretended to find the purse and returned it to the manager. But it was just the first level. To enter the office, she needed to know the second access code. That night, Kevin took the opportunity to sneak into the company, pretended that the doorknob was deliberately wet by the janitor, and if the manager pressed the password with wet hands, it would leave a trace. Kevin just arranged the known numbers, so he could crack the code of the second door. Next, they had to solve the anti-thief laser, and the last password. Among them, the vault was the most difficult to overcome. If they inputted the wrong password 3 times in a row, the alarm would be triggered directly. At the same time, the vault would lock up. It couldn't be opened until the engineer changed the password again, and this was the best opportunity they could take advantage of. In the evening, Leo gave the manager a trick of beauty. The 3 men took the opportunity to sneak into the elevator shaft from the sewer. With the help of a safety rope, it was easy to avoid monitoring. Then, Rob cracked and controlled the elevator system, took them to the target floor. At that time, the security guard had begun to patrol. They had to race against the clock to find the correct password in 5 minutes. Fortunately, Kevin had practiced many times. The door was opened at the last minute. After the security guard left, Kevin opened 2 locks to get out of the vault. At the same time, Rob was also on the ceiling facing the president's desk. A camera was installed. They didn't need to override the laser for the time being. Stood outside and fired dry ice bullets with the gun. Clicked on the password panel of the vault. Stopped shooting at half of the 3rd password. Waited for the company staff to go to work the next day and then typed the password. It would directly trigger the alarm and lock the vault. At that time, the company had to ask the engineer to change the password again, and the dry ice bullets were meant to keep track of the scene. The next day, the alarm on the opposite side made staffs unable to work normally. The president had to call the engineer for emergency maintenance. At that point, the thieves just sat in front of the monitor. It was all right to see the engineer pass the new password to the president. But they had not started yet. The police went to Kevin again. Kevin felt that Leo had betrayed him, made a scene and threw back the diamond given by Leo, yelling and quit. And the outside at the door, Sam accidentally knew. Leo was as fond of his wine store as a treasure house. This led Sam to speculate that the plan was likely to be hidden in the wine store. She also understood that, in the middle of the night, only one guy was guarding the store. So, Sam took advantage of that guy's leaving. Secretly put the chemical overpowering drugs in the phone. Late at night, when no one was around, Sam dialed the number. As soon as the guard man picked up the phone, the chemical overpowering drug gushed out of the phone. The two men succeed and sneak into the wine store. Looked for the phosphor they put in the diamond bag in the daytime. When Leo was holding a diamond, his hand must be stained with phosphor. So, they just need to look for barrels with fluorescence, then easy to find the objective. After a while, they found the stolen diamond and the plan. Unexpectedly, Leo and Rob suddenly appeared. Turned out that Rob collected money and girls from Leo. At the moment, he was obsessed with the desire for profit and turned against friends. Rob knew the mind of his company very well. He heard Leo and Kevin's quarrel, and knew Kevin must be upset. Now Rob had fallen into the eye of money, just wanted to get 20 million bonds as soon as possible. In desperation, they had to steal bonds as planned. Leo was not at ease and followed. Kevin used the chemical to freeze the ground. Sam slipped through laser equipment. Came to the door of the vault and entered it smoothly. Turned over the case in the cabinet. Sam found the 20 million bonds. After getting the bond, Leo threw the fake bond, let Sam put it back. Everything went very well. Unexpectedly, Leo was colluding with Rob. Deliberately delayed evacuation, and let Kevin and Sam hang up to the bottom of the elevator first, then controlled the elevator to sink them into the elevator shaft. Leo promised to share with Rob. He was abetted to abandon his companions and swallow huge sums of money. Rob planned to kill them. They decided to corrode the wire rope in the elevator. Forgery of the accident scene. By the time the police found out the truth, they had already fled. As the wire rope gradually broke, the elevator began to fall rapidly. At the end of the ladder, Sam's scream stopped. However, in the process of escaping, Rob found that the bonds had been swapped. They rushed to the elevator shaft. Kevin had only one hand left, and the seriously wounded Sam grabbed the bond. They were waiting for the two to fall into the trap. Sam was very sad and indignant about Rob's betrayal. She shot Rob decisively. At the same time, Leo also shot and killed Sam. A snipe and a clam fight for each other. Three old friends were killing each other. In the end, there was only Leo left. Unexpectedly, Sam and Rob came back to life after Leo left the scene. In the wine store, Kevin's flashlight, which he intentionally dropped, exploded. By the time Leo came back, the fire had spread beyond control. The police received the anonymous report and came. An iron box was found in Leo's store. There was a fake bond inside. And a picture of the vault code with only the fingerprints of the thief. But there was nothing on Leo's body. Leo realized that he had been cheated. Rob's defection was false, and it was true that he was deliberately seduced. Leo got the password photo of the vault the first time. Because of happiness, he didn't think that there was a trap set by Kevin. When evacuating, Sam deliberately knocked down Leo's pistol. Took advantage of the time to pick up the gun, put the real gun behind Kevin. As for the elevator crash, it was also a good view of collusion among the three. Rob calculated the time and let the two get away. The moment the elevator went down, Kevin and Sam had climbed to the roof with the help of a wire rope on the other side. When Leo left, Sam took the fake bonds. Slide the rope to the bottom of the elevator shaft for the final play. From the beginning to the end, Leo was cheated on. He thought everything was in his own hands. But never thought that the three people on the opposite side calculated from the beginning. Finally, Leo was caught. The three disguised themselves as firefighters. The diamond and the plan were taken out of the fire. The perfect plan had an expecting ending, for Leo, who was a villain theft and had a reputation. This is this week's movie. Don't forget to like my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time.